Hi, I'm Megan. I'm the Ultimate Hype Witch. Today, I'm going to talk about, have we lost the point of the privilege of our awareness? I have been finding over the past few years, but recently, now that things are really popping off and we're starting to see this predicted by all astrologers, predicted for many, many years, like this 2027 apex, all of this chaos of 2026 is proving to, you know, be ramping up the timelines, speeding up time, all of that. Um, what I'm seeing right now is there's people have lost the plot, and there's still this push for, re-traumatizing ourselves and digging deeper and excavating and trying to access something inside of them that they're missing the plot of their purpose, they're missing the point of their privilege. I believe that, you know, as we've awoken into this consciousness and we have this awareness, there's been this, counterbalance and misuse of the jargon, the healing tools, the medicine, a lot of things, abuse of power, false prophets, all of the things that we're seeing in this dismantling right now. And as more and more of these illusions fall away and all of these guises come off from leaders all over the world, and this new earth is being birthed, we need to be holding the vision and holding and anchoring in the frequency of this new earth to arrive, so the most people in like the collective get to experience this heaven on earth and this birth of the new earth. And I think that there's still this hyperfixation on the individual versus the collective. And there's a lot of leaders and people who should be stepping up into leadership and speaking more outwardly about these things, actively choosing to sabotage their own, platforms and their own purpose and how they're meant to be showing up right now. Um, and at some point, we are missing the entire plot of why we've been given this privilege of awareness. And, we're re traumatizing ourselves, we're keeping ourselves stuck and convincing ourselves that we're not good enough. Yet we're seeing what's happening and we're seeing all of these players falling down and being exposed. And instead of more people rising up to, spread the collective joy and anchor in these codes and step up and step forward and call ourselves higher and call the collective higher, I'm seeing more and more people double down on their trauma and going back in looking for excuses to not show up fully right now. And we don't need that right now. We need everyone to be anchoring in and getting as crystal clear as possible about how you want to show up and how you want to like help others, like reach your hand back and help others get to this point. And yeah, I've just been seeing it for a few years, and I thought this was, just like individuals kind of thing. And then I eventually, recently, it's been coming through very clearly. I'm like, oh, we've actually missed the plot. We've missed the point and the privilege of our awareness. And there's been this regurgitation and consistent theme I'm witnessing of people, wanting to just kind of keep diving in when, the majority of us are very blessed in our health, in our wealth, in our abundance, and our opportunities that we have. And it's time to reach the hands back and help other people get there as well. Um, that being said, I've been getting the pings for a few months, and I finally figured out on YouTube that I can do lives. So, yay, I'm going to start doing weekly live, like New Earth harmonizing meditations and activations on here. I do have like that in my online community as well, the Hype Hive, where it's a little bit more concentrated. That's getting a new look and just getting more crystal clear about what I want to be doing and how I want to be showing up in a bigger and brighter way. But I'm all about living in reciprocity, and I want to give these free global meditations for anyone to be able to join. I'm going to do the first one this upcoming May 1st. That's May Day, that's Beltane. Um, it's the midway point between spring equinox and the summer solstice. So, big day, big little, and it's the full moon as well, I believe. Full moon is Scorpio, it's the flower moon. So, it's going to be a big day. It's a beautiful day. So, we can all gather and harmonize and start to hold the frequency of the future that we want and focus less on the present that's unraveling, the illusions that are falling away, the psyop that we've been living in, no longer taking power, no longer having control over our sovereignty, all of those beautiful things. I myself, having the awareness, you can still get lost in the stories and the distractions and the news headlines and all of the things. And I definitely lately have been going down the rabbit holes, and then I found myself just going like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I already know all of this. I don't need to just get into the nitty gritty of it. It's just however it's going to happen is however it's going to happen. And no one's focusing on the future. And if we focus on the future together collectively and hold the visions, we're going to start seeing the new earth being birthed a lot quicker versus paying attention and continuing to focus on all of the things that are crumbling. All right, I'm Megan. I'm the ultimate hype witch, and I hope you have a magical day.